Welcome back to this side of 40. So girls, I kind of cut my braids a little bit to make them look a little bit different. Took a lot off of them because, honey, they were getting at it. Only thing I hate about crochet braids is they look still good at the top and everything, and then the ratty ends. So this video is going to come to you guys with my Juvia's Place collection. I did do a video on my Juvia's Place eyeshadow palette, the Tribe, this morning. And this is my 8th palette that I was using in my drop 10 before summer, and I can honestly tell you this is a very fun palette to work with. Everybody just falls in love with color stories that work for them, and this is one for me. So let's get into it.
Oh, that should look delicious.
Ricky's watching videos on what you could eat or whatever. So let's get into the things that I have the least of, and we'll work into my collections gets bigger. Okay, so first is my only Juvia's Place lippy, and this one is in Afrique. I got the palette and the lippy. I do have one of the Bella blushes. This color right here is a orange red. It's not a blue base red. This is an orange base red, and I love it. I'm here for it. It's going to be so much fun to work with. And I got it on sale, so I'm not telling you guys prices of anything I got, because when I buy Juvia's Place, I always look for one of their really low specials. Like right now, they have 3 palettes for $25, and all 3 of those palettes I don't have, but honey, I ain't got the money either. So, moving on. Then I only have one blush, and the one blush is the one, and I wish they had the name of the color on the back of these ones. They're good for 24 months, I know that much, and the packaging is recycled. They are distributed out of the US. That was one thing I liked. And then they have their little cruelty-free thing on the back. I don't know if you have to have the little bunny to be really cruelty-free, but this is the color I got, and this one is in an orangey kind of melony color, and I am here for it. So loving that. Then the next products, I only have 2 of each. So I got their the Heroine's Glow. I got both of them. I got 1 and 2, and they were on special, so basically I got those 2. It says cruelty-free products on the back, and these were made in Italy. Yeah, these were made in Italy, and these are good for 24 months. And I've got there are 4 grams of powder in each, and these are so beautiful. And I love that the containers are made out of hard cardboard. Really cool. And this is the first one she looks like, and this is Hero 2. Oh, you guys are down here. So there that goes, and it kind of has that swirl in it, like a baked kind of situation going on. And then the next one is Heroine 1. And this one is not got the same thing. This one is a bronzy gold. To me, this one is a really pretty gold, but it kind of gives me that rose gold flare. So very happy I got both of those. It took me a couple orders and a couple of giftings before I got all the stuff I have. So then I have 2 foundations. I have one in Malawi and one in Lagos. Lagos and Malawi are both 2 separate shades, so let me show you guys what they look like. Lagos is like this, and when she oxidizes all the way, honey, she gets darker, a lot darker. And that's the one thing I wasn't accounting for when I purchased these. So, and let's open Malawi together. Y'all, let's hear for me to take the seal. Okay. And Malawi is only a half. It has just a little bit more redness in it. They're pretty much almost the same exact shade, except Malawi's got a little bit more of a red undertone. or an orangey undertone. You see that? So those are the two of those I have. Then I got two of their concealers. I got one concealer to contour with, and I got one to highlight or to conceal under my eyes with, give that little brightness back, bring the light back in there. One to drop it and one to lift it. And I got number 10 for the highlighting concealer. Let me swatch that for you guys. I'm just going to do it right here by Legos. See those two together. And then I got number 3. And number 3 is not the darkest shade, but it is nice and deep. And I love it. I'm here for it. And she is like that. Yes, so those are the 4 face shades or foundation and concealer shades I have in liquid product. I didn't get any of their contour sticks, and I should have, because I like cream products. However, contour sticks to me, I know I would probably take some of my foundation off. Now I got Namibia in the powder. I got Kalahari. I know I'm saying these wrong, y'all. And last but not least, I got Gumbo. So this is the ones I got. I thought I was getting shades dark enough to where I would have one to conceal, one to highlight, and one to use as an all over shade. And I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to swatch them, because I got one of them is more like a banana powder, which is cool. I'm here for it. I can make it work. But the other two are not as dark as I thought they were going to be. Problem with girls with nails. You can't get all the way down in a package good. Okay. Okay, so this is the darkest one I got. This is what she looks like on the finger. This is what she looks swatched. And one thing I could say about all their powders is they do all have like a yellowy base, which could be really good. A reddish yellow, like this one's an orangey red, and this one is in Namibia. And that's what this one looks like. And that's the one I have swatched here. And that's the one I thought I was going to be able to put all over my face as a setting powder. And honey, I probably could. Now, next is the lightest one I got. And this one I thought I was going to be able to set my highlight under my eyes with. See, because it's more like a banana-y powder. See? And this one is Kalahari. So this is one right here. And then last and not least is this one. And I thought, and I'm going to be honest with you guys, I thought I was going to be able to use this one to contour with. And so once the stores open back up and I feel safe, I will definitely go and get a darker one, because Kalahari, this one here, and let me tell you which one this is so that way you guys will know. Because I could actually use Kalahari and this one to set under my eye, depending on how bright I want it to look. And this one is in Gamba. So those are the 3 of those I got. So then the next thing I got was eyeshadow palettes. Now all my eyeshadow palettes were gifts. I showed you guys several times the ones I have. I got one new one, so I'm going to start off with that new one. And the new one I got was the Nomad Pad Palette. Now I can say one thing about the Nomad Palette that I like, and I noticed different from the other palettes is it does have that holographic little thing on it, and the writing on it is embossed. It's like low raised. So I thought that was cool, but I feel like this is because they've gotten to be more popular, and so that makes it nice. And even on the inside of the palette, you still have that effect. Now this palette here is amazing, fun to work with. I love all the shades are in here. I definitely could say, like, this is your everyday, for me, palette. I could just pull this out and do me and be good. So, yeah. Then, let's get into the other palettes I have in my collection, just in case you were just here for this. I have the Nubian palette, and I'm sorry, she been through some things. She's my oldest Juvia's Place palette. Now, she does not have that embossment. That's what I was talking about. This is one of their first palettes, so it's amazingly beautiful. And this is perfect for that girl who likes to wear nudes. Very, very pretty champagne-y colors in here. You do get quite a few of shimmers, and some have like glitters. Like this one right here, to me, right here. That one is the perfect, you see that rose goldy shade. It's a pinky kind of a very pretty shade. And then we have these other, we only have 4 in this whole entire palette that are mattes, and all the mattes are in here are really, really good, and they're all different shades of brown. Like this is a deep rich brown, this is a red like clay brown, this one is a tannish brown, and then this one is like your neutral brown, and they are all really good to work with on all types of skin shades. Then I do have the Afrique palette because I got the lippy and the palette together. It was on special, and I just love how their blushes and this and the lipstick all had this little design on the inside of their packaging. And I like how as the palettes she got a little bit more fancy with putting the names inside, not on the back. I love that. These, they say on the back they're cruelty free, and then this one was made in the UK, has 24 months, and they're a US based company. So I thought that was really cool. To me, it's like, it's very nice to know that she's outsourcing her business, as well as she's very honest, and she tells you all the ingredients on the back. And for me, who has allergies, this is so nice. Then this one is the Tribe. This is what I have on today. The Tribe is this one. Now this one was also manufactured in the UK. It's distributed out of New Jersey, but it's saying that it was contracted out of the UK. This also says that it's cruelty free, and the design and formulation was made here in the United States. So basically they, came up with their product here, and then they went and outsourced the work. But here goes this. Isn't this beautiful? And look how big the pans in this is. Like, look at this. Compared to this. This is huge. And then I wanted to compare it to like just a regular eyeshadow palette. So I'm going to grab a ColourPop just to kind of compare, because their price range is pretty much the same. Look at that. ColourPop has a mirror. I gave you that. But look. I know you get multiple colors here, but you get multiple colors here. The color story is good. This, to me, is worth every penny. So definitely would repurchase. Now, the last palette I have from them is the Masquerade Palette, and this was my second palette I got from them. And this palette and the Nubian, between those two, were my first 2 palettes. One Ricky got me for Christmas, and one my daughter got me. And I love the design on this. No embossment, but that's understandable because these were some of her first palettes. But the one thing I did love about this is the packaging was bright and you could see the words on the packaging to know what eyeshadow you had. So I just wanted to share with you guys my Julio's Place collection. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the link below, and I'll see you next time on this side of 40.